Bro, what you doing on my block,
Pipe
bro?
the fuck down, nigga. Damn.
Get out of here, homie.
Nigga, shut
Yo,
your
who's
mouth,
the
nigga.
nigga think he's speaking to?
Nigga out of control, bro.
Yo.
John, aren't you like the John, didn't you lose to Sanjiman?
Wait,
Kinda
did
gay.
you lose
where's
to
your
official?
master?
Shut up,
Where's
nigga.
your
No,
where's
I
your
literally
master?
whooped him, and I got judged.
Where's your master?
That's
Where's
the
your
claim,
master,
by the
bro?
Anyway, you guys are
Nigga,
about to lose to Haram,
bro.
so
That's a shame, bro. Can't
enjoy being below.
According
Like, literally.
according to speed. According to speed by
Yeah,
Wait.
according to me, y'all about to lose. Come on, debate him. You'll see.
So how
Bro.
is so explain to me, Haram SpongeBob, how anybody above Limitless Eve is beating her.
Is beating Mr. Lou?
How is anybody above Limitless Eve beating Eve?
I think she has matter manipulation, but I don't think like she has crazy speed in Limitless. I think it's the same speed, and I also think she can't matter manip like Conquest. I think she can just shoot out like strong beams. That's it.
Okay, so we're running a topic. We're gonna do Limitless Eve versus Conquest.
Wait. Just to
Okay,
be clear,
perfect.
so wait. Stop. Because y'all did this shit before when you were high, Jester. Is this still going to be the case where you impose some kind of time limit on Limitless Eve?
We don't need a time limit.
All right. If there's no time limit, then sure. Yeah, that's what y'all contention was last time.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, and we're talking about Limitless Eve, right? Sandra?
Yeah, before you debate Haram, can I say something to you, man?
Hold on.
Okay. Shut your mouth, nigga.
So do we have like SBA? Like what are we doing for the debate?
It's just
Yo, I have something to say to you, man.
Haram.
Normal
Before you
fight.
debate him, man.
Yeah.
Okay, is Conquest bloodlusted or no? For the debate.
I don't care.
Okay, bloodlusted wins.
Okay. So you do know that Eve is capable of completely changing the density of the air around her, what you call it, of the fucking planet around her that doesn't allow Conquest to move towards her in a weaker form, in a significantly weaker version of herself.
I don't think you could prove that Conquest is going all out against Eve.
Oh wait, y'all want to wreck?
Yeah, get a wreck button.
Okay.
Wait,
so
before you
what
debate
you-
him, like,
Based on, by the way.
yo, bro, I
Yeah,
have
I'm
something to
already
say to you
wrecked
before you debate him.
Wait,
Yo,
stop.
bro, let me say something to you, bro, before you
Yo,
debate
big
him.
dog.
Get all that yaps and
I'm
make it
gonna
a
mute.
wreck.
I'm gonna mute
Oh
this
my
nigga speed,
God.
bro. I'm tired of this nigga fucking
Can we
talking.
kill him? Can we
Yeah,
kill
Haram.
him?
Just
Thank
turn on
you.
your OBS just in case, because
Who,
something
who do you want to
Haram.
who do you want to judge, Haram Sandra?
What I want to judge? You cool,
I'm
Ja?
judging.
Yeah, I'm cool with y'all. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Holy
hear?
shit. Yeah.
You hear, John?
Yeah, but I'll let
just
you
this, bro.
watch.
Just shouldn't be long. Okay.
All right.
You know, Conquest literally states verbatim himself, or not even states verbatim, but he basically just says that she's gonna get tired eventually, and she can't hold that up because she was just beating him senseless. Because at some point, unless you think like they're immune to like infinite like gravity, she could change the density of gravity in the air to whatever she wants, right? Literally, completely immobilizing them in the air, suspended. They can't move, right? If you don't know, that's the same problem. That's why they're getting ripped apart by the dinosaurs in Nolan's little story that they did show in the show, right? Because the gravity was too heavy and they were like much faster, much stronger. So they do have some limits, right? Again, even if you're like, oh, why is he going all out? It's your evidence to prove that going all out, fucking Conquest is able to just bypass like all the laws of physics and start moving, where she literally changes reality to make it so he can't move.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand what you just said. Like, can you try to explain that?
Okay, Ja, did you track anything that I said at all? Or
No, I heard what you said. I just don't get it. Like, it didn't make sense to me.
I mean, I have an idea. You're basically just saying that they have limitations, and you could basically impose some limitations on them.
Oh.
Yeah, so to make it clear, limit Eve, like base Eve, could, change the density of the gravity in the area to whatever she wants. Yeah. She can warp reality and do this. Okay. By
density
doing this,
of the gravity of the air. Can I interrupt you real quick?
Go ahead.
The density of the gravity of the air, or just the density of the air itself?
I'm not talking about the air. I'm saying just the density of the gravity in the area. She's manipulating it freely.
Density of the gravity of the air. Because it says she changed the density of the air, not the density of the gravity of the air. I don't even know what that means. How do you change the density of gravity?
If you change the density of air for somebody who flies, okay, do you know how gravity works?
Gravity just pulls you towards the center of the earth.
Okay. So if the density of the place of like the area depends like how far up you can jump up and down and move freely without getting like strapped to the bottom of the earth, right? That's why people jump a little bit higher in the moon or a little bit higher in Mars, and it's different here, right? Or where you can't just like jump all the way up in the air and then we're strapped down. So she is able to freely manipulate that and make it so it's like almost near impossible to move, period. But the only reason why the base form couldn't keep it up is because she has exceptional restrictions. This version of Eve does not have exceptional restrictions, and she's not going to just instantly tire out doing this. She's going to really harm him. And we know she has abilities that can harm him. So
wait, you're
if he
saying
can't move, he can't win.
Wait, excuse me. You're saying that she can increase the density of the air to the point where like nobody whatsoever could like go through, or just Conquest in specific?
A base form did it to Conquest, and Conquest opted out to basically the battle hungry, the guy who loves to fight and engage, basically said she's going to get tired and she won't be able to do it anymore.
Yeah, why is Conquest going all out? I asked you this earlier. Because he literally holds back against Mark, and he says, "I've just been toying with you, boy, for most of this fight." That's what he says.
You're not understanding, brother. If Conquest's first resolve was that she's going to get tired out, it's your burden to prove that Conquest going out loud would just completely bypass this due to what it is.
No, I don't even have to prove that. You're on the affirmative. You're literally trying to burden flip, you stupid fuck. I don't have to prove any of that shit, you dumbass. Flipping. Yes, you are, nigga. I'm not on the affirmative. I'm on the con side of the debate. I don't have to prove something. I didn't make that fucking claim.
Chill.
This guy's retarded.
Wait, chill, Haram, chill, bro. If you want to conclude, you can conclude that.
Haram has just lost the plot. That's preposterous.
Do I want to conclude? I don't know if I want to conclude.
Like if you want to conclude, like if you think he's like burden flipping at you or whatever, like, you can conclude with him, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, hold on. What do I want to say? Okay, so I think that it's unknown if Conquest is going all out, so that shit doesn't really do too much. Let me ask you this. Do you think, like, for her matter manipulation, she has, like, a guaranteed win con on Conquest? Like, she has the ability to kill him, or no?
You just blast him and holds him still in space.
You think she has the AP to kill him?
Yeah, she almost does before.
So she rips through his skin. She doesn't rip through his muscles or his bones or anything?
She zaps him with a beam of energy that obviously stunned him in place and made him fall over in pain or damage. Yes, if you see his skin ripped off, I think that's an indication that he's significantly hurt. I think that's common fucking sense or something.
I didn't say he wasn't significantly hurt. I'm saying, does she have the AP to kill him? You can severely hurt someone without having the ability to kill them. What? It's retarded.
What?
Is that's a con. Wow, this nigga's tier fucking 15.
You think a severe damage is death?
No. I think if I could severely damage you, I could eventually kill you.
No, not necessarily. Maybe Conquest.
Okay, let's go to conclusion.
Let's
go to conclusion.
What?
Let's go to conclusions.
What? Maybe Conquest literally just charges at her and kills her while she's like hitting him with the beam or whatever.
That's not even what we're talking about.
Wait.
That's not even what we're talking about.
What do you mean that's
bro?
not what we're talking about? Bro's lying.
Brother,
what are you talking about?
We're just talking about if she has the ability power to damage him or not. The point whether or not he charges at her and he's able. Wait, stop. Oh my god, I'll literally refer to the judge here. We're talking about does Eve have the AP, and yes, the AP to kill Conquest. I agree, right? That's the point we're talking about. You're talking about a fight scenario right now.
We're just talking to make an argument for that.
Oh my god, this is like impossible track from this guy. Okay,
this nigga is retarded. This nigga has not tracked three times already.
You're like losing the plot right now so hard, like it's not even funny, bro.
You're so fucking dog shit. Nigga been debating for 5 years and he's still dog shit. Like what the fuck are we doing?
Okay.
Chill.
So I'm gonna put it in the simplest way, right? We're talking about, does Eve have the AP to kill Conquest? So that's all we're talking about. Can Conquest just sit there and just tank attacks from Eve? Can Eve even damage Conquest? And I'm saying, yes, I do think Eve can kill Conquest because she significantly damaged him previously. And I think if I could significantly damage somebody, if they're just standing still taking attacks from me, they're going to eventually die. The point that we had earlier was in context as if my character is able to just hold your character still midair. You're not tracking anything I'm saying at all.
I am
period.
literally tracking everything you're saying. This guy's stupid as fuck. Yeah, so literally, bro, what I'm telling you is you can significantly damage someone. Baseline in a vacuum. That's arbitrary. How the fuck does that prove that Eve can fucking kill Conquest? What? Significant damage retrospect to what? In comparison to what? How does Eve give me any showing of Eve having enough AP to where you can quantify her AP being enough to kill Conquest eventually? And another thing, prove that she's fast enough to where Conquest can't just blitz her before, I don't know, she just literally just like shoots the beam out, the beam misses or whatever, and then Conquest just kills her. Like, prove that wouldn't happen.
Okay, yeah. Stop talking. That we're talking about right now depends on the first point that you just blatantly lost, but it's okay. You want to go in conclusions? You think you got me? I don't think I have to respond to a single burden you try to post at me because you completely mistracked my argument. You mistracked both points.
Okay, so you still have to address the other points, but regardless of that, we can conclude on this point.
I don't have to address shit. I gave you a win con, and then we talked about
You
AP.
gave a win con. Your win con is contingent on speed and AP. You haven't proven either. You're retarded.
That's contingent on the first point.
Nigga, you also didn't prove that Conquest is like going all out. We can just conclude your ass. You fucking suck.
I told you, yeah. I put a burden on you. I said, I actually
wait.
Yeah,
you try to bird and flip when I'm not on the affirmative.
That's not.
Like,
That's
retarded.
not.
You guys, wait. Do you guys want to conclude, bro?
Yeah, we can conclude on this point.
All right. On which point?
The point of
It's the
like, no, not this
Okay,
whole
just
debate.
on-
Just like the whole.
Well, no,
the
like
whole
Jester
this-
doesn't seem to want to continue engaging. So I mean,
Okay, if you lose this point, Jester, do you agree you lose the debate? Sure.
You didn't win this point. The AP point. You think you won the AP point unironically? Like, honest
Swear
to
to
God.
God. Swear to God.
Say glory to God right now. Put that in your mother's life.
Glory to God.
Put that in your
My
mother's
mother's
life. Put that in your mother's
mother's life.
I beg, Jock. Go ahead.
Haram.
Go ahead.
so wait, Haram. By the way, since like I think kind of is correlated to, or like both points are kind of like important. What was your response to him saying that if I have the capacity to damage you, inevitably I'll be able to kill you? Do you like respond to that? Or no?
Yeah, I responded to that by saying, like, literally, yeah, you could damage someone to some extent, but, like, your skin doesn't necessarily scale to your muscles or your bones. So given that you could damage someone's skin,
Yeah, but
which could be considered to be...
wait.
Which could be considered to be significant damage. But that damage may not be enough to damage the rest of the body enough to kill the person.
Okay. But ironically, I actually don't think you argued that. You did not specify what you meant by that. You just elaborated on significant damage, meaning like surface level, skin level damage. You never elaborated that on the point. I thought like rather intuitively like what he meant is like how did I say this? Like taking out someone's arm or like what actually happened in the thing. Like she fucking
And not even that. And that's not even that. I'll tell you straight up. He just didn't respond when I told him. He literally like looks like he's standing. It's not that he's got like skin ripped off of him. I respond to this. He got like stunned and he fell over like in pain. And if you're falling over in pain and you're stunned in pain and your skin is ripped off, I think that context is a clear indicator that he's been like compromised. Like that really hurt him. Like that could really kill him if eventually if I do that enough. So like, and he just doesn't respond to that either. So.
But yeah, if you
No,
disagree,
you could
like,
knock someone out and then like you don't have the AP to kill them. That's retarded. Yes, sir. You're
Well,
just
no,
Can we
that-
stop making new
that's-
points, please? Can we stop making new points, please?
I don't think I was said in the debate.
Well, no, that's the
But-
implication behind me saying that, like, you burned off the guy's skin, but you didn't destroy his bones
I guess
or his muscles.
I guess that can be the. I mean, I guess I can be the implication. I don't think you made it like clear enough for it to be an implication though. Like one that would be accounted for in the judgment at least. I'm not gonna lie. Like your point was vague. Didn't really seem to imply that.
Okay, that's fine.
Not denying the entailment or anything, but yeah, I just think just probably would have done that. And on the first point, he kind of like made it clear that he would only be able to beat her like if the stamina or if she ran out of stamina. So like I think rather obviously that would imply that he can't beat her like in any conditions like during that period of time because he's waiting for her to like drop in stamina. So I think Jester would also win that point. Or because like it's mainly whether or not he's going all out, right?
Wait, the problem is I say like prove he's going all out, and all he says
Yeah,
is
but okay,
eventually
the
you're gonna
there
run
is-
out of sorry. Eventually you're gonna run out of
Yeah,
stamina.
yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
So
I get your
wait.
point. but
When no, I'm
he's
trying to
saying
describe.
that
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to explain
Like,
something.
kid, shut up.
So, literally, if you have the ability to change the air density enough to where like Conquest gets like pushed back and isn't able to move in for a bit, Conquest can make notice of like the statement itself without him like going all out to where the statement doesn't have any relevance. Like eventually she'll run out of stamina, but she doesn't have the ability to kill
wait, say that again?
Conquest.
Just so we can make sure. Say that again?
So the point is literally just like Eve can like stall Conquest or push him back for a little bit. Her ability is contingent upon stamina. So him just making notice of the fact that eventually she's gonna run out of stamina doesn't really have any relevance to whether or not Eve can actually damage and kill Conquest.
Well, that's
has nothing to do with what we're
wasn't his
talking about.
point, bro. That like actually was not his point. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Are you just like not?
It was whether or not.
Jester, are you not tracking?
no, like-
You're retarded.
Oh no, like he has a point to say that. It's just that it wasn't like what you said there wasn't like his point. I'm not gonna lie. He was just saying that since he's prompted to say this, okay, you're gonna inevitably run out of stamina. That implication there implies that he can't defeat her within that time period in which he actually has stamina. Otherwise, like obviously, he would have just clapped her up, right? Like, I think that's like an obvious implication from him drawing that statement. So I don't really know what to say.
Wait, no, I don't think
just
that
think
was
it-
I don't really feel like that was the implication behind the argument. I think the implication was just that Eve doesn't have this limitation, so she'll win.
Brother,
But shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, shut the fuck up.
Wait, no, like
No.
I'm just being,
Limitless
like,
Limitless
I'm
Eve
trying
doesn't have
to
the
get clear.
stamina
I'm trying
limit.
to-
No,
yeah.
okay, so my interpretation of Jester's
Wait,
argument is literally just Limitless
Uh-huh.
Eve doesn't have the stamina limit that regular Eve does have. So
Haram.
given that, sorry,
Well-
stop. If she doesn't have the
No,
stamina
no.
limit and regular Eve was already
Haram.
beating up Conquest, then Limitless Eve would just do the same thing with the beam. But if Conquest is holding back, then the
Haram.
point doesn't go through. It's not so much so that
Haram.
she can only keep going for so long that she's just
Haram.
above Conquest.
he's not tracking.
in the meantime,
This is insane.
You're
Haram.
not tracking. You're not tracking.
Yo.
What the fuck?
Yo, can I talk about this judgment with you, Joe?
Yo, wait, Haram, bro. Can we just not like spurg over the judge?
I'm literally
Don't
trying
worry.
to explain my interpretation of like the argument. I'm gonna talk.
Dude,
If anything,
Nah,
you're
I
spurging
think
over me.
I think you explained it very sufficiently
look.
in the debate,
That's
Haram.
what the last 30 minutes were for you to
Yeah.
explain it sufficiently. So when the judge is evaluating that and saying, I think so and so won because X was said in those 30 minutes, let him say that. And let
Yeah,
him
like-
finish that.
Okay, Real
The
Sasuke, you're
entire
not
point with
tracking. You're retarded. What I'm saying is, I'm
Rom.
talking
Yeah, they're
right
not
now.
tracking.
When I'm talking
Rom.
and I'm giving an argument or I'm explaining my
Rom.
interpretation of Jester's argument, let me finish talking. Don't spurg over me. That's stupid.
You
Yeah,
spurred
right.
over him.
I just think that you're
No, I didn't.
wrong. The point's context. Okay. The point context surrounded around whether or not he's actually going all out, which is why I'm saying that this is the implication, or that's the entailment of the argument. It's like,
Wait, so you think his implication was wrong, right? Is
I think
that
the implication that Haram had from Jester's argument was wrong. Yes.
yeah? But is that an entailment to the fact that Jester's gonna give a defeater, or are you just calling this thing wrong? Like you think it's
Haram
wrong?
never gave a defeater. He never
Yeah.
responded to my argument.
I don't think he ever responded to that.
Oh,
The
He
defeater
just
is
wait,
literally just me
Haram,
asking you to
wait,
prove
Haram,
Conquest
is this
going all
true,
out.
bro?
No.
Like
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
Haram. Wait, stop. Like literally, Haram didn't reply to it at all. And then like later on, he said like, "Oh, we don't know whether or not he's like going all out or whatever," which is like what was in question. But it's whatever.
Wait, and
I
Jester's
was the one who
motivator
put that
for
in
that
question. Of course, I'm
was
repeating it.
Jester's motivator for what?
for the fact, or this idea that the dude is going all out was
Jester, say it again real quick. You know.
Wait, so you don't wait. Just to be clear, you
No,
don't
I
remember
know.
what he said.
I
But you
remember.
wait. Just to be clear, you don't remember. Wait, just to be clear, you don't remember what the dude said.
I remember.
But wait. Just to be clear, you don't remember what the dude said.
Wait.
Apparently
Just to be
lost.
clear, you don't know what Jester said either.
Hey, the judge doesn't fucking
Wait,
know.
I
and
know.
that's
I
the
know.
thing.
Just to be clear, just to be clear, he said he does.
I
Just
know
to be
what he
clear, he
said,
said he
bro.
does.
I just
Okay,
said
Josh.
it's
So
easier
what?
for Jester to say, but that's fine. He was saying that Conquest said, "Fucking okay, Eve is eventually going to tire out."
Okay.
That's simple.
Oh wait, I
Yes,
think
okay.
I remember this. So he was talking about like the Eve tire out shit, and he was like, "Well, independent of the fact if he's trying or not, it's going to be the case. This thing will stay the same, right? Or something like that."
Yeah,
Yes.
that's so entire. And
Yeah,
that's the
and
entire reason
then
for me.
Mr. Haram Goat Bob,
Stop.
Mr. Haram Goat Bob put that thing into question, right? And then what was
You're
the
not
motivation given
understanding.
there?
He
How
didn't put anything
exactly?
into question. Oh my god, he didn't put anything into question because the thing that I explained, I previously before that point explained the nature of the ability and how it works and how it's literally going to suspend you in midair, right? So like I already said, unless like Conquest is going to walk through like infinite gravity, which is not, or just like a scenario that's literally built for him to not be able to fly around that cancels out his flying due to reality warping. I don't understand why the bloodthirsty, like power hungry guy that just goes and started one shotting people trying to kill them right away, even Mark's brother, is gonna just sit there and say, instead of just trying all out for a second and overpowering her and killing her right away, he's gonna sit there and be like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until you get tired."
The bloodthirsty
Yeah,
guy
and
who admits to holding
Wait.
back, by the way. We
Huh?
clear on
That's
that?
wow, that's what's in question.
Nigga, I
Wait.
will show you the fucking statement. He does hold back.
Wait,
What are you talking
That
about?
doesn't matter. Wait, it doesn't matter because that wasn't
doesn't
said
matter.
in the debate, bro. But
I'm
here,
saying
let me
even
say
if
the
he
real
were,
quick.
I'm saying even if he were
Okay,
to
also,
go
that
all
wasn't
out,
something you said originally, so this is like some stupid like finger
Well, no,
adding
he
in to try to make your argument more
like he did
convincing.
say something like that. No, like he gave something like that in the. I think it was either in the. I think he said in the second point. Pretty sure. Like he referenced something like that.
Nothing
No,
like
he
that.
he did reference his nature like within the debate.
Yeah, Jester, look at
Um,
this. Look at this.
wait,
Conquest isn't holding back.
bro, Ja, I was just a little
That's fine.
confused. Like when the dude
That's
says
fine.
he doesn't
You're
understand.
retarded.
no, bro. I literally give you an example where he
Doesn't
tries to
understand
split up Mark's brother instantaneously. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro.
He doesn't do it
when the
instantaneously.
dude
He
says,
tortures him. You fucking
Jesus
idiot.
Christ. This
Oh my
Haram dude
gosh.
trying to debate outside the debate.
He tortured him for 30
Wait.
seconds, bro. Good one.
Ja, is him saying that he doesn't understand like fucking Haram's interpretation inside of the scope of X thing? Is that a defeater to Haram's position, or is that the dude just saying he can't comprehend it?
Say it again.
Bro, I was saying that someone saying they can't understand the dude's position is not going to be anything that's a defeater. He was like, "Hey, I said I can't understand
Yeah,
X
I
position
think he
inside."
entailed it wrong, dog. I don't think he tracked what Jester was trying to say. No.
Wait, so Jester entailed the defeater by saying he can't understand Haram's
No.
position.
Oh, you're actually not tracking. That's not what I said.
Yeah, wait,
Hey,
you just
how-
said
I
you
think he tracked
entailed.
Jester's argument wrong, dude.
That's not what Truth's talking about right now.
What is True talking about? Because it's not relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is like Jester said, "Oh yeah, it's just gonna be the case." I explained like with this context or some shit. It was some shit to do with context. He was like, "I don't understand your interpretation inside of the context of X," and I was like, "Well, is that really a defeater to Haram's argument? Yes or no?" Like him just saying he doesn't understand it.
That he
that has
doesn't
nothing,
What?
bro. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I
Yeah, it
presented an
does.
argument.
Wait.
No, it doesn't. I'm gonna explain why. Stop. I'm gonna explain why. I present an argument, right? And there's two parts that make the argument what it is, right? Haram completely misinterprets what I'm saying, doesn't understand the argument, and responds to something that doesn't exist. He's saying Haram never gave a defeater to my initial argument. Jesus Christ.
I think Jaws misinterpreting your
Wait,
argument.
so what the fuck?
This
Wait,
nigga's like trying to
if
draw
he
out some
never-
interpretation of his argument based off of words that was never said.
Wait a minute, bro. I have a question. If the whole thing is the nigga didn't respond to the main point, then why did you guys bring up all these little minute sub points if the nigga just never responds?
We never brought up subpoints. We never did that. There's just
Wait,
two
but
points.
but the whole thing, but the whole thing about like, hey, I didn't understand Haram's interpretation inside of the confines. If that's the main point, and you think
we're just clearing up
that
what
was
he
the
means
main
by what he means by that is that Haram just didn't respond. Like he didn't understand Haram's response because it doesn't track the point. He literally told you 5 times he's not tracking
no,
him.
you said no, Jester. What you said is that your response was that I, Jester in this case, do not understand X in and of the case of fucking
brother. I just told you what it was right now. You repeated it back to me. Now
brother.
you're repeating back something different.
Brother. You just told me brother. You just told me that Ja said this thing. Ja never said that thing. You said that thing, and I repeated it back.
A Vortex. You're gonna have to listen to these dumbass niggas. Ja was the judge, and Ja said I won, and that Haram just didn't track what I said, and so Haram lost on judgment, and then 2 niggas spawned in trying to save Haram's life. So. In chat.
Yo, guys,
tell me,
who'd like to debate, man?
I don't know who you are, kid.
I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. I'm gonna go for the recording. I think hold on. I disagree with the interpretation of the argument.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You might as well save the wreck, bro.
Chill out. Okay.
I saved the wreck.
Yeah. Hold on.
Are you retarded?
I'm gonna go. Wait. I'm gonna go for the recording, bro. And after I go for the recording, I'm gonna talk to you about it. I'm pretty sure you're just misinterpreting his argument.